Hello, I'm Nuxakana, and today, before I'm going to talk about the build, I have to address something about the last speed build, which I was about to upload when I saw that Kate Emerald uploaded. And in her video, she gave me a shout out, which is a long story how that happened, and something that I really did not expect to happen. But first of all, thank you so much, Kate. I was really surprised, and I'm still really excited about all this. Like, I feel my heart pound as I'm thinking about it. So thank you again, Kate. This was so nice of you. Thank you. And also a huge thank you to everyone who decided to stick around after the shout out. I cannot believe that like people are actually watching my speed builds. I did not expect this at all. Like, this was not planned. Most of this was not planned. So I hope you stick around, and I hope I can live up to your expectations. Thank you, everyone. So after this, let's talk about the build for a bit. As you see, I'm building the shell right now, and this time I decided to renovate the lot for a townie family. It is again going to be on the same street, so I tried to mimic the style of the other houses again, but this time I also decided to put in a little bit of a traditional area that I'm roofing right now. You will later see that I will also add a little pond in the area and make it look traditional, but like combined with the modern style of the main house. For the more modern part of the house, I used another reference picture, but this time for the back house, like the more traditional one, I had like an inspirational picture more than like something that I actually built from a picture. Both of the pictures will be in the description if you want to check them out. So this lot in Oasis Springs belongs to Zoe Patel, Jay Huntington III, Gavin Richards, and Mitchell Kalani, and the four of them are one of the, I think, more better known townies, mostly because Jay Huntington III is kind of a playboy, to be honest. So I tried to make their house, especially the interior, a bit more of a party style, but also Gavin Richards, I feel like, would be more of a traditional sim. He, for example, has the neat trait, so I tried to combine the more modern side and also the more traditional side of this house. I hope you like how it turned out. I think it turned out okay, and I think it also reflects the personality of these four friends quite well. So pack-wise, this build uses a lot of packs. Also, I didn't really limit myself to a budget because I know that these four sims are kind of well off, so I thought it's okay to add a bit more simoleons. After all, this house will be included in the Japanese-ish Savefile, so I will have to set it up worst case scenario with free real estate on, so I'm the one who has to enter the cheat anyway, not you. But if you want to use this plot for your sims before the Japanese-ish Savefile will be officially released, I think you will have to add about 20,000 simoleons, and you will also have to replace some of the columns because I use platforms here, and some of the columns tend to glitch out if you place the lot down. I tested that, and I'm sorry, I have no idea how to fix the column glitch. It is a glitch that has been in the game since platforms have been released, and I just have to hope that it will be fixed soon. But other than the column glitch, you shouldn't expect anything else in this lot to be broken. You have to place it with bb.move objects on as always, and other than that you should be completely fine if you would download it off the gallery. So let's talk about how that shoutout happened, because it's a bit of a funny story. I've been on Kate Emerald's Discord for quite a while now, and it's been really fun. If you are uncertain if you should join any Discord channel or not, I can definitely advise you to join Kate Emeralds because she has a really, really nice community and it's a lot of fun being there. So long story short, I was thinking about recording a speed build and uploading it, but I'm the impersonification of shyness, so I was really hesitant. Like, even starting recording scared me, so I went on the Discord and asked for advice against my scaredness. And somehow Kate Emerald actually saw my Discord message and replied to it on the Discord, which she really replied really nicely, and she really encouraged me to do it. So I did it, and then I was like, okay, Let's just post it and hope for the best. And somehow Kate actually saw the video, which in itself really surprised me. I did not expect her to watch it, and I did not expect her to like it. Not even like expect her to like it that much that she would give me a shout out. But let's talk about the build again. Right now I'm preparing to make a little glass roof, and I wanted to slow down the build and show off how I did it, because I had to fiddle a bit with the roof pieces so that when I place the glass roof, the roof piece won't stick through it. As you see, I made the big roof into multiple pieces, so when I now turn it into glass, there's not a random roof piece sticking through it. And now I will go on to the interior, and you will see me struggle a bit with the floor plan because the whole house is on a platform, which means that the platform sometimes randomly just jumps up. I placed 2 items already, the fridge where I wanted to be the kitchen roundabout, and the sofa where I wanted to be the living room about. Because I wanted like the glass roof to be above the living room. The problem is every time I would draw a new room, the game would make the platforms jump, and then I had to put them manually down again. But in the end, I think it worked well. And now I'm going to show you another glitch that I noticed. When you look at the staircase, you can see that the roof is glitching through, which is, I don't know if it's new, but I have never encountered it before. And I have no idea how to fix it except for re-roofing this section, which I did. I did it like this, so just place more roof pieces and try to not make it overlap with the staircases if this ever happens to you. I hope EA will ever fix this. If not, stairs are going to be a lot more tricky in the future. Anyways, this is how I re-roofed it. I was thinking about re-roofing it completely so that none of the roof pieces would stick through the wall, but then I decided not to because it didn't glitch out anymore. And now I'm struggling a little bit with the floor plan because I didn't really knew where I wanted to put the bedrooms. I decided to put 2 bedrooms upstairs in the end. The bedrooms will belong to Jay Huntington III and Mitchell Kalani. The downstairs bedroom will be for Zoe Patel, and the bedroom in the more traditional area will be for Gavin Richards. And now I will start to work a little bit on the pond. I actually used the pool tool as a pond because now I can make a little bridge over it that your Sims can also walk over. If I would have used the pond tool, I wouldn't have been able to place anything above it. And now I'm starting to do a little bit of landscaping. A lot of it is actually debug landscaping, and as you will see, since I'm placing a lot of plants very close to the platforms, they will jump up a bit, and I will end up having to tool down some of them. Also in this speed build I discovered another glitch again that I thought was gone, but apparently it reappeared. It is when you reload into the lot and the terrain paint is just gone. In the middle of the recording of the speed build I had to leave and come back to it, and when I came back my terrain paint was just completely gone and I had to do it completely all over again. I cut out when I did it the first time because I will end up having to do it again. Just so you wonder why you don't see me do it twice, but yeah, I thought the glitch was gone. It is apparently back. So naturally I was worried that if you would place the lot from the gallery you would get disappearing terrain paint again, but nope, if you place it from the gallery it's completely fine. I placed the lot in a different save file, the terrain paint was all there and everything was fine. But for some reason, when I exited the lot that one time, the terrain paint disappeared. So just be careful when you exit the lot, and maybe you have to replace it at some point. I'm sorry. And now you will watch me place the terrain paint again. As I said, it disappeared, and for those who have a keen eye or would just scroll back into from the video, you will see that terrain paint was already placed, and then suddenly between cuts it is gone. It is, again, a mistake that happened in the game. I really hope that it will either be patched out will hopefully just not happen again. I hope it's not like a lot specific problem or something, because I kind of don't want to rebuild this one, because I think it turned out quite well. I really like how this lot works together with the other 2 lots, and I know that now that I've built 3 lots that look a lot like they're from one building kind, I hope that you don't think that I can only build this one specific style, because it is actually something that I don't build too often, and I promise that my next video will be a completely different building style. I've actually been working on putting together another save file so I can record some Let's Plays for you. I was thinking about starting a legacy challenge and maybe someday the 100 baby challenge, but I wanted to begin with legacy because I really like playing with legacy. And while I was setting up the new save file, I noticed that I didn't really build a lot of venues and, you know, just non-residential buildings. So I recorded some of them and I will post them later. And I think as far as uploads go, like, I didn't really had a plan going into this. I thought I would upload every once in a while, but now I have like uploaded 3 builds quite frequently behind one another, so I think I will try and keep up the pace. I don't know if I can, because I'm still going to university and have to do a lot for that too. So if my upload schedule is like weird and not really, you know, consistent, I'm sorry for that. This is all not really planned out. I didn't plan out to have anyone watching this, so if you're here, thank you, and I'm sorry that it might not be consistent yet. I still have to try and figure out a lot of things. And even recording this, especially with the voiceover, I still have to learn a lot of things. But back to the build. I'm now furnishing the kitchen, and I used this bar, and first of all I wanted to put it next to the stairs, but then I thought, dining table looks a little bit better, and I really like how the dining area turned out. I think it's really cute, and I decided to put some clutter around the kitchen counters because I thought there are multiple Sims with different personalities living in this house, so even though one of them is a neat Sim, the other ones probably just put some things in the corner and just let them be there, and, you know, Raven probably doesn't pick up everything. I think at some point he would also just have enough and just leave it there. The other ones can take care of it if they would really want to. Also, that noise you just heard in the background was my cat Loki. He says hi. And now I'm starting to furnish the living room, and I'm really glad I got to use that one coffee table because it also lights up, and I think I rarely ever use it. It is from City Living. City Living is a pack that I have a lot of mixed feelings about, and this coffee table I also have a lot of mixed feelings about. And those 2 bookshelves, I'm a bit salty about them because they do not have matching swatches, and I didn't want to use the white swatch. And now I'm showing you a little light trick that I love to use. Those pendant lights, if you outplace them a little bit, you can make basically a little bit of a custom light here, which is something that I really love to do. In general, I love to play around with lighting in The Sims 4 because I think you can really elevate the look of your builds if you just place a little bit of different shaped lights and just placing them next to each other in a nice way. And yeah, that's pretty much the living room. I also decided to not put a chess table, but a little table where your Sims can play cards, because you can play cards with 4 Sims, but chess only with 2 Sims, and since this is a 4 Sim household, I thought I would probably rather have this. Also, I put a dance floor and a music machine there, so your Sims can party together, because I feel like these 4 Sims would love to have parties at their home. Also, since it's right at the front of the house, your Sims don't have to like go around all the big lot to find the party space, and having parties in this home should be a little bit easier this way. As usual, I put the thermostat above the door, and now I'm putting some more skill building items. As you see, I also made a little bit of a home gym, mostly because Jay Huntington III is a very active Sim. I placed some planter boxes in case you want to play with that, and I thought since university came out, they have the juice boxes, so I put some of the juice boxes there. Also, this house does come with laundry. I also ended up placing some more bathrooms in this build because I wanted to have a downstairs bathroom for guests, and I wanted to have a bathroom for every one of these Sims, especially for Zoe because, you know, she's a girl. Also, Jay Huntington III and Mitchell Kalani share a bathroom, but I think that is alright. I think the two of them are quite good friends. Also, I interpreted Mitchell Kalani a little bit different here. I thought that if the Void Critter items would have been in the base game, I think he would have been a fan of the Void Critter series, so I decorated his bedroom accordingly. Although this build has quite a bigger budget, I ended up putting in the worst beds in the game. I'm sorry for that, but it just felt wrong giving them way too good of items, mostly because if you actually plan on playing in this house, you will already start out with a really big budget, so I thought that I could at least place some appliances that aren't the best in the game. Also, I thought if any household is going to have that bubble maker from City Living, it's going to be this household. And now I'm furnishing Jay Huntington III's room. Since he's an active sim, I thought he would be into sports, and also I put the globe bar into his room because if any sim is going to have a globe bar in his bedroom, we all know it's either going to be Jay Huntington III or Nancy Landgrab. And now I'm moving on to furnishing some of the bathrooms, and after that I will decide to make the laundry room into a bathroom too and put the laundry into that weird long hallway I kinda ended up having. And I think next I'm going to furnish Zoe Patel's bedroom. Zoe, I was actually a little bit hesitant on starting to furnish because her traits really don't tell what she's like, and she doesn't really have any interesting skills starting the game. So I thought, let's just make her room as girly as possible, because I feel like that's the only real personality trait she has. She's a girl in a foursome household, and she's the only girl there. So I gave her her dream closet, and I gave her a little vanity and some flowers and all that, and yeah, that's Zoe's room. And now I will furnish Gavin Richards' room. He wants to be a famous writer, so I gave him a desk and a PC. And also I tried to give him some more bookshelves. I think I end up giving him 2 because I didn't want to go too much over budget. And yeah, that's Gavin Richards' room. And next to Gavin Richards' room, I put a little bit of a hangout area so the friends can hang out there together and play some Don't Wreck the Llama. They also have a little fireplace there because I thought it looked really nice and cozy that way. I know I also put a fireplace in the last build, and this build is also in Oasis Springs, which is a desert world, but still, I think it really turned out to look really nice. And also, since Gavin Richards is a creative sim, I put an easel outside just in case he wants to draw something. And now I'm just putting some finishing touches, hanging up some paintings, putting some more clutter, and also I end up putting a rug under the dining table, and I put a little island in the kitchen because I thought the space was a little too open. So I also put some custom pendant lights. It's just some of the island living lights put together and color changed, and also I end up hanging some more lights around the house because, you know, I love some good lighting. And now comes the part of the video where I quickly complain about the Sims because we need more clutter. So I end up putting some custom content clutter down here in the shelving because I just can't be asked to put the same bowl 15 times there because it just doesn't look good. If you don't have the custom content I used, it's no problem. You don't really need it for the build to be functional. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As you see, the build looks kinda nice next to the other ones, and I hope you like the street for the Japanese-ish Savefile, and as I promised, next time I will build something completely different. I ended up taking some pictures with the Sims that live here to make the house feel a little bit more personalized. And yeah, thank you again for Kate for shouting me out, and thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!